The Honda CRV has built a reputation as the safe choice, but here is the uncomfortable truth no one talks about. Not every CRV deserves that reputation. Some generations were built during Honda's peak engineering years. Simple, overbuilt, and capable of surviving well past 250,000 miles with basic maintenance. Others arrived during an era of tighter emissions rules, turbocharging, CVTs, and rising mechanical complexity. They end up with more ways for things to fail quietly in the background. And when they fail, they empty savings accounts and shorten the life of the vehicle. In this video, I'm ranking every Honda CRV generation from worst to best, based strictly on long-term durability, known failure trends, drivetrain design, and real ownership data. If you own one, you need to know where your generation stands and what mechanical risks may be hiding under the hood. If you are buying one, this ranking could be the difference between a vehicle that quietly runs for decades and one that slowly drains you with recurring repairs. Pay attention to number 2 on the best list, because the data behind it completely changes how most people view that generation. And if you own one, you have a quality ride for generations to come. Number 3. Second generation, 2002 to 2003. This is where the Honda CRV grew up, and where the bills started growing with it. The 2002 redesign brought a larger body, a more powerful 2.4-liter K2.4 engine, and better crash protection. It looked like progress. But early second-gen models feel like the beta test before Honda ironed things out. Let's start with the elephant in the driveway: air conditioning compressor failure. When these compressors go, they don't politely retire. They scatter metal debris through the entire system. A shop will quote you $1,800 to $2,500 for a full compressor, condenser, and system replacement. A careful DIY sourcing a quality compressor, flushing lines, and replacing the receiver dryer might escape around $700 to $900 in parts. That's the difference between a bad weekend and a maxed-out credit card. Then there is the automatic transmission. Early 2000s Hondas had a reputation, and not the good kind. Harsh shifts, delayed engagement, and some failed before 150,000 miles. A remanufactured transmission installed sometimes costs about $3,500 to $4,500. Routine fluid changes every 30,000 miles with genuine Honda ATF? About $120 if you do it yourself. Skip it, and you gamble the whole vehicle. The rear differential on AWD models demands frequent fluid changes. Ignore the grinding noise on tight turns, and you're looking at a $1,000 plus repair. Change the fluid yourself for under $40, and you silence the warning before it becomes mechanical fallout. Add failing door lock actuators, worn suspension bushings, and aging oxygen sensors that trigger the check engine light like a doomsday siren. The 2002 to 2003 CRV isn't catastrophic by design. It's death by neglect. In a world where margins are thin and repair costs are rising, this generation punishes owners who assume it's a Honda, so it'll be fine. Number 2. Third generation, 2007 to 2009. This is where the Honda CRV stopped feeling indestructible. Generally, this generation looks like progress. A smoother ride, a more powerful 2.4-liter K2.4 engine, improved crash scores. It was supposed to be the evolution, but there were too many disadvantages. The 2007 to 2009 models are infamous for excessive oil consumption. Owners who ignored it learned the hard way with timing chain stretch, VTC actuator rattle on cold starts, and in worst cases, complete engine failure. A replacement engine can run $4,000 to $6,000 installed. Meanwhile, a vigilant owner spending $30 on oil every 1,000 miles could have bought themselves years of survival. That's the difference between awareness and apocalypse. Then there is the air conditioning compressor. When it fails, it can grenade internally, sending metal shrapnel through the entire AC system. A dealership repair bill? $1,500 to $2,000, while a DIY savvy owner sourcing parts and flushing the system carefully might escape closer to $600. Still painful, but not end-of-the-world painful. Door lock actuators fail. Blend door motors click endlessly behind the dash like a ticking clock counting down your patience, and suspension bushings wear prematurely. None of it catastrophic alone, but together, It's death by 1,000 repair orders. The 2007 to 2009 CRV is the worst because it looks trustworthy. And when maintenance slips, it punishes you quietly, slowly, and expensively. In uncertain times, that kind of false security is dangerous. Number 1. Fifth generation, 2017 to 2019. This is the one that shocked people. On the surface, it's the most advanced CRV Honda has ever built. Turbocharged 1.5-liter engine, direct injection, modern tech, and sharp styling. It feels like the future. But sometimes the future comes with consequences. The 1.5-liter turbo engine became infamous for fuel dilution. Gasoline mixing with engine oil as oil levels rise mysteriously. In freezing climates, owners reported rough running and cabin heat that barely worked. You think you bought an efficiency of 30+ miles per gallon in a compact SUV. Instead, you are checking the dipstick like you are monitoring a slow leak in a bunker. Ignore contaminated oil long enough, and you risk accelerated engine wear. An out-of-warranty engine replacement is about $5,000 to $7,000 installed, or you change the oil every 3,000 to 4,000 miles instead of following the maintenance minder. That's about $40 in supplies if you do it yourself. Over 100,000 miles, maybe $800 extra in oil changes, versus thousands for internal damage. That's just survival math. Meanwhile, the CVT doesn't help the anxiety. While generally smoother than older units, neglecting fluid changes can lead to shuddering or premature wear. A dealer may quote $4,000 plus for replacement. A DIY CVT fluid drain and fill costs around $80 in genuine fluid every 30,000 miles. Skip it, and the transmission becomes a ticking clock. Then there is the overcomplication of electronic parking brakes, push-button start modules, and infotainment glitches. When a simple battery swap now requires system recalibration, you know the mechanical simplicity era is gone. Ultimately, this generation is the worst, because when it fails expensively, and often just beyond warranty coverage. Now, as we climb higher on the list, something changes. Each year known for costly failures is replaced by machines that seem less interested in betraying their owners over time. At the top of this ranking, you will find the CRVs that feel almost resilient in a quiet, stubborn way. Meanwhile, these models are not necessarily the flashiest or the most technologically aggressive. Number 3. Fourth generation, 2005 to 2006. If there is a CRV that feels like it survived the chaos of the early 2000s automotive experiment, this is it. This generation sits in a strange but respected place in the lineup. It carries the quiet confidence of a machine built before efficiency software and emission tuning started feeling like they were fighting the engine instead of working with it. The 2.4-liter K24 engine in this era has earned a reputation for longevity when treated with basic respect. Timing chain durability is solid compared to belt-driven systems of older decades. You change oil on time, you don't ignore warning lights, and the engine often rewards you with years of service like a machine that decided it still wants to live. Valve adjustments and regular fluid changes are the survival rituals here. A professional mechanic might charge $150 to $250 for valve inspection and adjustment, but a mechanically inclined owner with the right feeler gauges and patience can perform the job for roughly $40 in tools and supplies. It's the difference between paying for peace or learning the rhythm of the machine yourself. The transmission is generally more tolerant than many modern CVT designs, but neglect is still the silent killer. Fresh transmission fluid every 30,000 to 40,000 miles costs about $100 if done at home. Skip it, and you gamble with a repair bill that could climb past $3,000 when the gearbox starts hesitating like it's watching the world end slowly. What makes the 2005 to 2006 CRV feel almost apocalyptic in reliability discussions is its mechanical honesty. Number 2. Fourth generation 2016. This is where the CRV starts feeling like it belongs in the small circle of machines that might survive ordinary human chaos. The 2016 model sits at the edge of modernity without falling completely into the abyss of overcomplication that haunts many newer vehicles. It carries the naturally aspirated 2.4-liter engine in most configurations, a design that avoids the darker uncertainty of early turbo experimentation. In a world where forced induction sometimes feels like a gamble against long-term durability, this engine choice feels almost conservative, like a civilization choosing stability while storms gather on the horizon. Maintenance of this generation follows a familiar survival philosophy. Oil changes every 5,000 to 7,000 miles help keep internal friction from turning into mechanical catastrophe. A dealership oil service can easily approach $120 to $150, but a DIY oil change costs roughly $40 in materials. Over 100,000 miles, that difference becomes a quiet shield against financial erosion. About $1,500 saved simply by learning to open a drain bolt and listen to the machine breathe. The continuously variable transmission is smoother than many earlier designs, though it demands respect. Fluid replacement every 30,000 to 40,000 miles costs about $80 if performed at home. Ignore it, and the transmission may begin showing the slow, existential warning signs of shuddering acceleration, as if the vehicle itself is unsure whether to continue moving forward. What makes the 2016 CR-V powerful in a grim, long-term survival sense is its balance between technology and mechanical restraint. Number 1. Sixth generation, 2020 to 2023. If the world is slowly drifting toward mechanical uncertainty, this is the CR-V that feels like it was built to keep moving anyway. The 2020 to 2023 CR-V represents the culmination of Honda's long evolution toward balancing efficiency, durability, and everyday usability. This generation keeps the 1.5-liter turbo engine, but benefits from refinements that reduced some of the fuel dilution fears that haunted earlier turbo models. Oil monitoring and early maintenance still matter. Changing oil every 4,000 to 6,000 miles in harsh climates costs roughly $40 if you do it yourself. A dealership service could easily reach $120. Over 120,000 miles, that difference becomes a quiet survival advantage. Nearly $2,000 preserved in a world where mechanical decay is priced like inevitability. The continuously variable transmission in this era is smoother and more controlled than earlier implementations. Fluid service every 30,000 miles costs about $80 in materials at home. Ignore it long enough, and the transmission may begin showing hesitation during acceleration, like a machine deciding whether the road ahead is still worth following. What sets this generation apart is the feeling that the CR-V is prepared for long, ordinary survival. The electrical architecture is modern, but not suffocatingly complex. Infotainment stability improved compared to earlier fifth-generation models, reducing the digital chaos that sometimes manifested as frozen screens or connectivity loss. Safety technology also reached maturity here. Adaptive cruise, collision mitigation, and lane systems work quietly in the background, like guardians watching the horizon as daylight fades. Interior quality feels more durable under constant use. Seat surfaces and touch points resist early wear, meaning a driver who spends years inside this vehicle may watch the world change outside, while the cabin itself remains stubbornly intact. At this point, if this ranking gives you clarity on which Honda CR-V generations are built to endure, take a second to support the channel. We would like to know your thoughts in the comments. Sometimes just putting it into words helps more than we realize. And if you don't want to miss out on Honda videos like this, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Honda Scope for more. Every video we produce is built to help you save money on repairs, extend the life of your Honda, and become a more informed, strategic owner who stays ahead of problems.